With the first pick in the 1999 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select Elton Brand from Duke University.
You might hear some boos in the arena here at the MCI Center. That is only natural when Steve Francis plays in the backyard, and a lot of folks here were hoping it would be that dramatic a situation that Steve Francis of Maryland would be chosen, but kudos to Elton Brand of Duke University, the first pick in the NBA draft of 1999. And this guy, I know you saw a lot of him at with the Goodwill Games team in New York when they won the gold medal.
Well, you're dealing with a guy who's 6'8", who has a reach of 9 foot 2 inches. So he is a great back-to-the-basket post-up shooter. He shot 62% this year from Duke. He's got all of the moves with his back to the basket, and he can hit that 15 to 17-foot shot on the baseline. An excellent pick, a quality person.
I walked into a recreation center in Washington just leisurely watching games, and Elton Brand was in there working. I walked into a weight room in Washington. Elton Brand was in there lifting. I think that's a great choice, and I think he's going to be tremendous.
He's got a lot of strength, and I like the fact that he'll be able to get to the foul line and the post, but he'll also be able to run the floor. He's a good runner of the floor, and he has outstanding hands, perhaps the best hands in the draft. He catches everything. There you see him. He's got that nice space to his shot, and he uses his body. He's got great lower body strength.
And it certainly doesn't hurt that he's in the habit of winning, because Jerry needs a lot of help.
And that he does. Okay. But you can see right now he has beautiful hands, very soft, and then the great confidence to shoot with the back to the basket, the long reach and the fadeaway on the shot. It's extremely difficult to block. Solid choice by the Bulls.
Elton Brand is the first player from Duke ever chosen #1 in the draft, and it happens here in 1991. Craig Sager is standing by with the #1 pick in the draft. Craig.
Well, so much speculation, projections going into the draft. Jerry Krause kept the entire league in the dark. What about you? Did you tell you he was going to take you #1?
Not at all. I had the slightest idea. You know, I'm blessed. I feel great right now.
How do you respond or describe the pressure of leading the Bulls back into contention as a rookie?
You know, it's going to be a lot of pressure, especially being the #1 pick in the NBA draft, you know. But I just going to have to face it like I face it on every level. So I'm just going to work hard and do my best.
After being named the National Player of the Year, Coach Thompson was talking about your work ethic. You didn't rest on your laurels. Talk about how you improved since the season.
You know, right after the season, Coach K and the Duke staff just helped me out. We worked very hard. And then I got a personal trainer, Kevin Masoko, that was referred to me by my agent, David Falk. So, you know, right from there, we started working hard again.
Why do you think the Bulls made you the #1 pick in the draft?
You know, I think, you know, because of the foundation that they're going to start, they're rebuilding, so they need maybe a rebound and a solid defender, and also have some low post game.
You're used to winning. Are the Bulls going to be winners this year?
If not this year, very soon, but I think this year.
All right, congratulations being the #1 pick. Let's go back to Ernie.
All right, thank you, Craig. Elton Brand had a lot to say there, but he said the most, I think, with that one. What relief. It's all over. These guys have had butterflies for the last 3 days at least over who would be going where, and he's the #1 pick of the Chicago Bulls. Kenny Smith, we just talked to him moments ago. He is back there in Chicago, and he has got Jerry Krause, who did a great job of not letting anybody know what was going to happen. Kenny?
No, he didn't let anyone know what was going on. I just said that you were going to take Lamar Odom as you probably were walking down. Now, what was the difference and what was the deciding factor?
Well, it was a very tough decision, and Lamar's certainly a great player, and there were several great players in this draft, and we just came to a decision as an organization that we think Elton Brand's an outstanding player. That one of the nice parts of this whole thing was that a lot of players wanted to come to Chicago and wanted to play here, and we feel very good about that. And young Mr. Brand is tough, and he's got great character, and he's a young man that I think is going to work extremely hard. And as you know, Kenny, long arms, big hands. We've been an organization through the years that have done that, and we certainly feel very strongly about him as a person. He's just an outstanding person.
How do you see fitting in on this Bulls team, and what's his role going to be next year?
Well, you know, Kenny, he's going to be our 4. I think you'll see him be a 4 in this league for many, many years to come. The height is something that's very deceptive. He almost has no neck. He's 6'8", little over 6'8" in shoes, and certainly has that very short neck. And he's going to play a lot larger in the sense that he has the long arms and the huge hands and great soft hands. And we're very happy to have the young man with us.
Well, you have a great pick in number 1, even though he's a Duke graduate and I'm a Carolina guy, but I still like the pick.
Well, you're both New Yorkers, too. So.
Riverside Church, exactly. Back to you, EJ.
All right, thank you, Kenny. And Jerry, he wouldn't be the first professional athlete in Chicago with no neck. Remember, Walt No Neck Williams used to bat the leadoff for the Chicago White Sox years ago. Let us go to Peter Vesey real quick. Vancouver's on the clock.